Welcome, Connecting Director readers. I am happy today to have Linda Sadi with us. She is the owner of Timeless Moments, which is an advertiser on Connecting Directors, and they're offering a new service to the funeral profession. It's not necessarily a new service per se, but you're new entering the funeral profession, correct, Linda?
Yes.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about Timeless Moments and yourself and what it is that you're doing.
Timeless Moments is actually a flower preservation company. We take flowers from the memorial services chosen by the clients and we preserve them. And we have a method of preservation that will keep the flowers in their natural shapes and colors. And we also have a process that we can turn the flowers into beads and stones to make jewelry and rosaries and significant items like that. A lot of people even want to do framed pieces with different types of tributes for military medals or awards, any kind of specialty item. Sometimes it's just something as little as a little single flower in a little dome that they want to make. It's a nice keepsake. It gives them a sense of comfort sometimes having this little item and it's tangible. They still feel the connection with that loved one when they make a keepsake like this.
Very cool. So, why would somebody want to preserve flowers? I know we see it in, the wedding profession quite a bit, but in the memorial space, why would somebody want to preserve flowers?
Well, people have tried to preserve flowers for centuries. They've pressed them into books, they've air dried them, they've tried different sand and silica methods. Those type of methods are very temporary and really they're kind of tucked away where you really can't use them a lot of times. We use a process that will give you a beautiful product that still looks like it's a fresh flower, or you can use it to make the beautiful jewelry items. They keep this forever. Once it's processed correctly and preserved correctly, all of the cellular structure on the flower is stabilized and will not deteriorate anymore.
So that you mentioned the dome flowers and the jewelry. Are there any other memorial items that could be made out of the preserved flowers?
There's a lot of jewelry products. I mean, we do a lot of rosaries, there's bracelets, pendants. We have men items such as cufflinks and tie tacks and money clips, keychains. We do specialty orders if somebody has a certain type of thing they're looking for. We have people that have Buddha or Hindu funerals, and they do take those flowers and they have their own type of rosary that we've researched and done. There's framed pieces where you can add all the different items in there. Some people want items in, some people just want just the flowers.
Sure.
And then the simple little domes, those are always favorite of everybody.
And the dome is the window shaped, I guess, dome on a board, or is that?
Well, there's a couple different types. The shadow boxes are pretty much a flat box that you insert any types of specialties you want to put in there. Frame domes are a frame, but it has a special acrylic dome that kind of bubbles out. That way we don't have to press the flowers or ruin them. They stay in their 3D shape and people can put their pictures or trinkets of their loved one in there. And we also have tabletop domes, which are kind of smaller pieces that almost is like a Beauty and the Beast type of dome. If you've ever seen that movie where it lifts that glass dome, well, ours are just like that.
Very cool. My wife had our flowers preserved from our wedding in a dome that hangs on our wall in our bedroom. It's very cool. It seems like they last forever that way. So what's the process for drying the flowers and how do you keep them preserved?
We actually have pharmaceutical freeze dryers that we put the flowers through. The flowers are hydrated. They're pre-treated to stabilize the cellular structure before they go into the freeze dryers. Once they're pre-treated, they will stay in the freeze dryer anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. And that freeze dryer works as extracting the moisture in a vapor form. That way the flowers still stay vibrant and they still keep their natural shapes. Those machines start at 30 degrees below zero, and we slowly work them up to 70 degrees above zero.
Oh, wow.
At that point in time, your product and botanical in there should be dried, and when they're removed, we have a post-treatment process, a couple of them, that stabilize the cellular structure and help the flower to hold color and everything. And then at that point in time, they're ready to either be made jewelry, or you can take them and make them into framed keepsakes or domes.
Wow, very neat. So is there a limit to what flowers this can be done with, or what flowers you typically use?
Typically, we have very good success with most flowers, even the most delicate of orchids and things like that. Memorial work, you don't see a whole lot of those type of flowers, roses, carnations, mums, those kind of flowers all dry very well. There's just a couple flowers, and we usually don't see it in wedding work, that we have not had good success with. So I'd probably say most of the flowers could be done.
Very cool. So why do you see this as a valuable service for the funeral director to offer their client families?
Well, I think this is a great service because it could be added on to their business and given the client a chance to make some type of treasured keepsake like this, because people always want to hold on to that special feeling that the flowers give people, their tribute to that loved one. It's something that we've heard so many times that people wish they've known. They wish they knew about it. They never heard of this before. The industry is really over 30 years old. It's been around for a long time. However, we need to offer the education of flower preservation so everybody knows that this is an opportunity for these people to make something that could possibly turn into even an heirloom piece that would be passed down from grandmother to granddaughter to mother to daughter to, it will just continually become something that is treasured throughout the entire family, which we do have people, very common is that they will make a rosary, and it may be from grandma's flowers because grandma passed, but they'll take that rosary and they'll wrap it around the bouquet. And it's so funny because that bride feels like grandma shared something in her wedding, and she felt a significant comfort that she just had that little something from grandma, even though grandma wasn't there.
Sure, sure. It's very interesting. The flower business in the funeral profession is huge, very lucrative. There's a lot of money spent every year on flowers for funerals, and unless you buy a plant that can be replanted, the flowers just get tossed on a grave after the service, or they die and get thrown away. So having this service available, I think, funeral homes offering would be extremely valuable because there's a lot of families that would want to preserve some of those flowers. So very interesting. All right, well, now you've told us a little bit about your service. How can funeral directors get in contact with you, find out more about what you offer, and how they could offer it to their client families?
Well, we have a couple different programs set up for funeral directors that can actually add the service on very easily. It's a couple different ways we can work depending on how they'd like to work with us. They just need to contact us. They can email us, give us a call. We're happy to go over the different options. I encourage them to visit our website because our website has some beautiful pictures. And really, when people think of dried flowers, they think of dark colors, shriveled up flowers. These are nothing like that. They're still vibrant, they're still beautiful, and they make a beautiful keepsake.
Wonderful. What is your web address, Linda?
It's www.timelessmoments.com.
Great. We'll link it up right here on the screen in the video, and a phone number for funeral directors to call.
Sure, it's 440-523-1099.
Awesome. So thank you, Linda, so much for engaging with me today, doing the interview, and thank you for advertising on Connecting Directors. So I hope you get a lot of feedback from this.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.